you know I'm feeling a little bit low energy today, pretty tired. I'm heading to the gym for my Sculpt workout, and I kind of have this rule of thumb. Okay, so on days that I'm feeling a little bit lower energy, those are the days where I really have to dig deep, and those actually tend to be the days where I go a little bit higher intensity with the workout, much to the chagrin of everyone who's in class. So today we have a fun workout plan, and let's get to it. I pretty much plan to stop being so ornery. I pretty much plan to work on my rug today. I'll get to you guys later. About to get it in. There's nothing like wearing a headset. Hello? This room is the Sculpt room, and it's a little more, you know, not as natural. We got the more fluorescent lights, but I think this room is a little bit bigger than the other one. Good morning! Good morning. As always, I am just feeling a million times better after that workout. Honestly, I just feel like crying because, here, let me turn the van off. All right, little pep talk to everyone who might just be feeling stuck, or, you know, maybe you're not happy with something in your life. You're feeling a little stuck. Maybe you're not happy with even your physical body, where you reside and exist in your body. Just a little pep talk. Just get out there and move. Go out for a walk. Do some breath work. Do some writing. You know, all of this, there's a common undercurrent with all of this, and the undercurrent is connection. Have a coffee with a friend. So whether you're connecting with a friend, or you're connecting to your body, or you're connecting to your soul and your own personal needs, this is all about connection. And really, that's all that we crave as human beings, isn't it? You know, so for me, going to a class like that and, you know, residing there with like 12 to 15 different souls who are needing the same thing, and, you know, just connecting energetically through movement, for me, that is a spiritual activity. Like, that is, you know, and maybe a lot of people wouldn't consider it that, but I always talk about like the connection to breath and like really remaining in your body. It's when you lose focus when you're working out that you get injured. You know what I mean? It's also really hard to think about anything else except for the workout when you're working out. So it's such a good stress reducer, because you're able to push everything else to the side, if that makes any sense. So my greatest piece of advice is just to connect, and whatever way that feels good. Maybe you want to connect with your grandmother's recipe, whatever that looks like for you. It's all about connection. It's all about connection. And I really needed that workout today. I had a couple glasses of wine last night. Not, you know, I drink very far and few between now. So when I do, I really feel it. I feel how much of a depressant it is, and how it's really like the worst drug out there in the entire universe. And like, I mean, I do enjoy a glass of wine, don't get me wrong, but it does have ill effects, and you have to make sure that you balance out those ill effects. It's very important. Otherwise, you're gonna sink down and it's gonna swallow you alive. I'm heading to the post office now to deliver my brother's birthday present. Remember the cowboy cookies? So I got him this like cute little card. It's so cute. So I'm gonna fill that out and then head to the post office real quick. And Blair needs the van, and I get to stay home all day. So I'm excited about that.
Since we were young, chased by the sun, feeling the tide rise.
Cookie time.
Blood is my blood, your skin is my skin. Sister,
Hey, just got home and showered up. I'm about to impart a pro tip that's going to blow your guys' minds, and it's this. What is this, you might ask? It's a chopstick. So Alton Brown actually is who I learned this pro tip from. So when you're doing scrambled eggs, the way to get the perfect scrambled egg is to use a chopstick to break the egg apart. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why, but literally this is about to blow your mind. This is about to change your life. This is about to give you the best scrambled eggs you ever had. It's buttery, y'all. It's buttery. The butter dish will also change your life. Never have cold, icy butter on your toast. Get a butter dish. I'm about to sit here and edit this video. I just wanted to give a nod out because I actually am gonna have a nice quiet day here at home. I'm gonna be working on this rug painting. So I'll go ahead, actually what I'll do is I'll give you a glimpse of what I will be working on for the rest of the afternoon. It's just the perfect cozy day. It is snowing like crazy outside and it's so cold. So, oh my gosh, it's like, I think it's gonna be a high of like 25, 30 degrees today. But anyway, let me just go ahead and give you a glimpse of what I'm working on, so you're actually in the know. This piece is titled Breach, and it's a memory of a moment that I experienced when I was younger. And I grew up in a very rural area, pretty much on a farm. And down the road was my grandmother's house where she lived with my aunt. So when I was 10 years old, I was down at my grandmother's house and there was a calf being born. So it wasn't exactly breached, but its head was actually twisted around as it was coming out of the mama cow, so it couldn't breathe, because usually cows come out head first. Now, if they come out feet first, that's a true breach. But just for the sake of everything, I've titled this piece Breach. So in this memory, I remember my dad tying around ropes around the calf's leg, and I just remember him pulling as hard as he could, just trying to get this calf out of the mama cow. In the end, the calf ended up dying. So it was, I wouldn't say it was a traumatizing memory. It wasn't exactly pretty, it wasn't beautiful. But the interesting thing about it was that it was such a part of life. It was one of those memories that really stuck with me. You know, I really experienced a lot of kind of brutal, macabre in some sense moments growing up on a farm, because there was a real visceral feeling between life and death. I mean, it was right there in front of you all the time, you know, because of the amount of animals that we had. So I experienced witnessing so many animals either get in fights or get run over or die, particularly our cats. Maybe I'll have like a cat story time sometime. But this was one of those moments. I don't see the moment as good or bad. Of course, the baby cow died, but it was such an integral part of life, of just these things that happen. So I was discussing this with my friend Shin in New York, telling him about this memory, and I'm like, that's it, that's the next rug painting. This is actually the front of the painting, and then you can see that these clover flowers are kind of coming up, and I decided to do this in very 1970s browns, and then the cow is actually going to be in this like hot orange hue. And the cow is already cut out of wood. I'm actually building up some relief here with this medium, this sculpture medium, and then I'm gonna tie the rope around the legs, and you'll see the piece is very multi-piece. It's gonna be a little bit more 3D than my other past works, and yeah, I have been going a little bit further away from the 2D formats, and of course right now I'm super focused on video. Earlier today I was feeling a little bit low on energy. I'm feeling a little bit better now, but sometimes our emotions can really control and dictate, you know, how we're living and how we're spending our time and what we're doing, and that's a given. That's a given. But we just have to continue forth and keep doing the things that reground us. We also need to be sure that we're really listening to our intuition and feeding ourselves, feeding our souls, and really listening to that quiet inner voice. Quite frankly, I'm going through a period in my life where I'm not really feeling like painting as much, which is interesting, and I think it's been here for a while, since earlier this year around springtime. And that's one of the reasons why I started rug making, because I get such deep satisfaction from rug making. I don't even know where this comes from, but I'm obsessed. Like, I just love doing it. Hours will pass. And it's honestly the same with video editing. I get such a deep satisfaction editing videos and laying over music and you know, just all the particulars of where to cut the video, and I'm obsessed. And hours will pass and I'm just like, oh my god, this is what art making should feel like. So just a heads up as we head out of the video, if you're feeling a particular way about your passion or something that you're doing, you have unlimited choices and you can always change and permutate, because at the root of it, you will always be an artist. And I have to remind myself of that consistently, because for so long I tied my identity and my being into being an oil painter. Like, that's it, end of story. I'm gonna fucking die being an oil painter. That's not what brings me the most joy, you know, to pigeonhole myself into that one thing. We are multi-dimensional beings, and don't forget that you don't have to do one thing. If you're an artist, you're an artist. That could mean an infinite amount of possibilities. For me right now, my artistry is editing videos and making rugs, you know, and I'll return to painting. The painting will be there. It's not like, you know, but I don't know. This is not like your get off hook, you know, like to like not continue art making. This is to allow yourself leniency and forgiveness. So if you're feeling that stringency in your own character and within yourself, just breathe, you know, and cut yourself some slack. You're doing the best that you can, I promise. So with this being said, I'm going to just have a beautiful, quiet day, and I'm gonna edit and then, you know, just do my favorite things, edit and make rugs surrounding this cow over here. So thanks for joining me today on Vlogmas number 7, and I'll see you in the next one.